Okay, what is going on, good people? And welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I'm your host, Juggernaut097, and today I am here to review WWE NXT Battleground for 2023. So, NXT Battleground was this past Sunday, which was May 28th, 2023, which the show was held from Lowell, Massachusetts. And before I get started with going over in the every match, I'm gonna give my overall thoughts on the show. What I thought about the show overall, and but before I get my overall thoughts on the show, I want to say this: I hate when all these wrestling companies they decide to throw all their shows like on the same weekend, and like because like we had AEW Double or Nothing and NXT Battleground on the same night. Like to be honest, I thought that was a bad idea to have NXT Battleground be going up against Double or Nothing because Double or Nothing was a stacked card. So I just don't like when these companies do this, like especially when AEW and WWE they go up at the same time. I'm just not a fan of that. But WWE doesn't really care because WWE's like basically they're doing their own thing. Like they don't care if NXT goes up against AEW because NXT is the developmental, so they don't really care. Um, what's up, my man? Good. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, and feel free to hit the like button if you guys are coming in here. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on my notification bell if you guys are just joining. Share the video so the video can be shared out to more people and stuff. But yeah, overall, I thought NXT Battleground was a very, very solid show. And now that I watched Double or Nothing first. I think NXT Battleground I think it was slightly better in my opinion. That's just in my opinion. I thought it was slightly better. But let's go waste some time and let's get started with this review. So the first match that kicked off Battleground was the triple threat match for the North American Championship. And this was a hot way to kick off the show. So we had Wesley defending the North American Championship against Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy. This was a fun match. I mean, throughout the match, we had Joe Gacy trying to pit Tyler Bate and Wesley against each other. But Wesley and Tyler Bate, they weren't having that. They tried to double team on Joe Gacy quite a bit. And eventually, when Tyler Bate, he was trying to do some pins on Joe Gacy, then everything like broke down. Like Tyler Bate and Wesley eventually turned on each other. There were some like nice, breathtaking spots that Wesley was doing, and also Tyler Bate, that big, strong boy. He had like, I think he had Joe Gacy on his shoulders at one point, and then he was swinging Wesley around. People were like chanting, "This was awesome." A lot of near falls in this match, a lot of roll ups they tried to do. I enjoyed so Wesley was like kind of like sandwiched in the middle, and then Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy they kind of went colliding at each other, but Wesley moved out of the way and then ended up hitting his cardiac kick on the both guys. I thought that was pretty cool in the match. There was one point where Tyler Bate he hit a Tyler Driver 97. I thought that was going to end the match, but no. And I think Wesley ended up coming for the save there. We had Wesley jumping outside the ring on to Tyler Bate. I thought that was pretty cool. And also Joe Gacy, he was looking strong. All three guys did what they needed to do in this match. But in the end, it came down to it was Wesley and Joe Gacy, fighting in the ring. And Joe Gacy was going for his upside down, but Wesley ended up hitting his cardiac kick to retain the North American Championship. So I was right when my prediction was saying that Wesley winning, retaining his North American Championship because he's on the roll of his life. And when Nash Carter got released from WWE, I thought, Oh, Wesley's not going to amount to much. He's more of a tag team guy, but it's really proved me wrong here because like he's been killing it. I mean, there was a point, like mid last year, like October, maybe sometime of last year, where he was kind of floundering around. But ever since winning the North American Championship, he's just been doing great stuff with the title, like making this title the workhorse championship here in NXT. It's been fun. He's like one of my favorite North American champions, like probably my top 3 or top 5, so somewhere in there. But yeah, solid match. And then the next match we had was the Heritage Cup. On the line, we had Noam Dar defending the Heritage Cup against Dragon Lee. So basically, if you guys ever seen the Heritage Cup match, so there's 6 rounds, and each round is 3 minutes, and basically you have to get it's like 2 out of 3 falls in order to win the match. And also, there's disqualification. If you get DQ'd, then that counts as a fall against you. Disqualification, count out. Those count against you. And I think the person with the most falls will end up winning the match. But if it came down to a tie, then I think that the person holding the Heritage Cup would retain. This was a fun match. This was fun. I mean, Noam Dar, these guys. Noam Dar is a little smaller than Dragon Lee. I didn't realize how small he was till he's in this match with Dragon Lee here. Yeah, he's smaller than him a little bit. Um, Noam Dar being the heel that he is, he got I think it was like in the second round, he got a roll up pin onto Dragon Lee, so he went up 1-0. And also they have these rest periods, so it's like a 20-second rest period that they have. So they have some rest periods, and Noam Dar was doing some more cheating in this match where it was like end of one round where he back elbowed Dragon Lee. So I thought he was going to end up getting like a disqualification, and Dragon Lee was going to end up getting a one fall on him. But no, that didn't happen. But Dragon Lee ended up tying this thing at it was the I believe it was the fourth round. I don't remember what movie exactly hit, but he ended up tying it in the fourth round, so it became 1-1 apiece. And then also we had what's his name? Nathan Frazier and Oro Mensa. So Nathan Frazier was in the corner of Dragon Lee, and Mensa was in the corner of Noam Dar. They ended up, fighting and ended up getting, kicked out of the match or, getting ejected. And then we saw Miss Jackson or something like this, Jackson, and we saw what's her face? Lash Legend come out, and basically, Jackson, she was distracting the referee, and Lash Legend hit. I don't remember exactly what Lash Legend hit on Dragon Lee, but he ended up hitting Dragon Lee, and then Noam Dar hit his Nova Roller to end up retaining his North American his whatchamacallit, his Heritage Cup Championship. There we go. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. But yes, I mean, it was a solid match. I mean, it wasn't my favorite match of the night, but it was good stuff here. And then the next match we had was a last man standing match. We had Ilya Dragunov going up against T.A.G. Boy, this was a hard hitting match here. I mean, you had Ilya Dragunov throughout the match. He was sacrificing his body. I mean, there was one point where Dragunov, where Dijak, he had a table, he was holding the table, and I mean, Ilya, he just ran through the table, broke that table, so he was putting his body on the line. And Dijak, he was hitting some pretty big moves. Like he hit this like Ilya Dragunov was going for this running off the steel steps, but Dijak ended up like putting his foot up, and there was one point where Dijak threw Dragunov on the steel steps. I mean, it was a pretty brutal match. And also another spotlight in the match where Dragunov hit a coast to coast on Dijak when the steel steps like were in the corner. So I thought that was a pretty cool spot. I'm like, wow, I didn't expect him to do that. And then the candlesticks, the candlestick spots where uh Dijak was this wailing Ilya with candlesticks, and also the chops that Ilya was doing on Dijak was crazy. But in the end, Ilya Dragunov would end up winning this last man standing match when he did a forearm off the top of the steel steps, and there was like a chair under Dijak, and Ilya did his like running forearm off of it. So that's how Ilya won this match. So, and I also been hearing rumors. It seems like Ilya Dragunov is going to be going to the main roster. So we'll see. When that happens and stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this was a definitely brutal, hard hitting match. Fun match in my opinion. Probably one of the best matches on this card. Like if this is the only thing you watch, definitely check out this match right here. And then we go on to the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We had Gallus defending titles against the Creed brothers. And this match was how I expected it to be. I mean, the Creed brothers, I mean, it was Julius Creed. He was belly suplexing Gallus left and right in this match, tossing them around like they were a sack of potatoes, like rag dolls. Like it was crazy how much he was tossing them around like with ease. It was nuts. Um, but I mean, in the end, we had Ava Rain. She came out and she attacked Ivy Nile, and that caused the Creed brothers to get distracted, and the Gallus ended up hitting their finisher to retain their NXT Tag Team Championships. I mean, this was a normal like kind of NXT tag team match. Nothing too crazy. I mean, this is how I expected to be. I feel like the Creed brothers are going to be getting moved up to the main roster very soon as well, but we'll see when that happens. But yeah, Gallus retained. And then next we had the finals of the NXT Women's Championship Tournament. We had Live Valkyria going up against Tiffany Stratton. And this was a better match than what I thought it would be. Like for real, I didn't think this match was going to be that good, but Tiffany Stratton, she was actually working out there in the ring. She was actually doing some pretty solid stuff. I mean, on last week on NXT, we saw Lyra Valkyria. She got her knee attacked. So basically, throughout the match, it was when she was doing a leapfrog and she kind of tweaked her leg. She tweaked her knee off that leapfrog. And then Tiffany Stratton, she just targeted that knee throughout the rest of the match, ran her knee into the ring post, did some dragon screws, did some putting her in some submissions. I mean, Tiffany Stratton, she's been improving in the ring. I mean, give her all the crap that you want, but Tiffany Stratton, she's been really improving. And there was actually one point where I thought that Lyra Valkyria was actually going to win when Tiffany Stratton, she missed the moonsault, and then Lyra Valkyria did her back kick or whatever, her spinning kick. I thought that Tiffany Stratton was going to lose there. And then Lyra Valkyria tried to go for her kick again later on the match, but her knee gave out on her. And then Tiffany Stratton set up for she did her rolling senton into the moonsault, and then the 1-2-3, and the new NXT Women's Champion is Tiffany Stratton. So solid match, and it's going to be interesting to see where they go with Tiffany Stratton here, because they don't really have a lot of really great faces like on the NXT roster. So to go up against Tiffany Stratton, so we'll see what happens. Maybe they bring someone down from the main roster to come work with Tiffany and let these girls kind of get some more work, get some credibility up on their name and stuff. But I thought this was a fun match. She did put up Lyra Valkyria did put up a hell of a fight in this match. I mean, it was definitely a fun match in my opinion. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it was better than what I thought it was going to be. And then we're going to move on to the main event. which was for the NXT Championship. We had Carmelo Hayes defending the title against Braun Breaker. He got that dog in him, and Carmelo Hayes is, he's him. And was in Carmelo's, backyard in Lowell, Massachusetts. The crowd was really hyped for Melo here in this match. I thought this was an average match. I didn't see Melo losing the title here at all. And we didn't have we didn't have Trick Williams actually helping out Carmelo in this match. I mean, he was just there by ringside and stuff, but he wasn't helping Melo at all. Melo did it all by himself. Like if that match back at Stand and Deliver, if that match didn't end up the way that it did, I would have been enjoying this match a lot better. But we already saw this match once, so the match was okay for what it was. It wasn't anything too crazy. Basically saw everything with these guys did at Stand Deliver. Yeah, good thing you brought that up. That spear, like when Carmelo Hayes, he did that springboard. He tried going for that springboard crossbody, but Braun Breaker turned it into a spear. Catched him with a spear. That was nice. I also like that leg drop, that springboard leg drop he does, that Carmelo Hayes does. That was nice. And then basically ended up with Carmelo Hayes doing his springboard DDT onto Braun Breaker, and then Melo went up to do his leg drop off the top rope, and 1, 2, 3. Still the NXT champion is Carmelo Hayes. Fun match. I enjoyed it for the most part. And, the crowd was really into it. But like I said, I was expecting Melo to retain. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I went 100% with my predictions on this show. So I'm really happy about that. About going 100% with my predictions. But I didn't ultimately end up winning the T.A.G predictions title belt. But hey, listen. Dizzle, Scoop, Sammy, if you guys are watching this, at Forbidden Door, I am going to take that. I'm going to take that T.A.G predictions championship. It's going to be mine. It's coming to the Forbidden Door, Juggernaut 097, because they call me the Forbidden Champ, the Forbidden Door. And that's what I'm going to be. Juggernaut's going to be the prediction champion over here by the time the end of June for AEW Forbidden Door, which, like I said, that's going to be coming in June. But yeah, that was WWE NXT Battleground. I still got my AEW. I still have my AEW Double or Nothing 2023 review to do. I'll probably do that tomorrow sometime. So stay tuned for that. Also I got Impact Wrestling Under Siege to do. Man, there was just so much wrestling this past weekend. Like I said, I hate when these wrestling companies they put all the shows on one weekend. Like it just, I just don't like that at all. But it is what it is. It was an enjoyable weekend of wrestling. I gotta say that. And June's gonna be an awesome month, and we got Money in the Bank in July, and then August we got SummerSlam and All In London. So there's also a lot of good wrestling coming up, and we got Collision in a few weeks, the debut of Collision. Excuse me. But yeah, there's a lot more to talk about, on upcoming episodes. So yeah, it's the boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button if this is your first time on my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also, don't forget to go down in the comments and the live chat. Let me know what you guys want to see. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. Go follow me at the True JSP on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm on the road to 600 subscribers. So yeah, share my channel, subscribe, like the video to help out in the algorithm. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys in my next video. So peace out. Too sweet, guys. See you guys later.